Well, November is American Diabetes Month, a time to raise awareness and learn more about this disease. Millions of Americans are living with diabetes. Joining us this morning with more, Food City's registered dietitian, Elizabeth Hall. And Elizabeth, great to see you this morning.
Good to see you as well, Amy.
Well, certainly an important topic when we look at the numbers when it comes to diabetes. I think most families now have either someone in their family or know someone close to them.
You're so right. And I think there were actually 4 million Americans with diabetes. So that's about 11% of the population, so a pretty high number. And diabetes is also the 7th leading cause of death in the U.S. So we definitely want to make sure we're watching those risk factors as much as we can. Now, there is a genetic component to diabetes, but studies are showing us that there are some modifiable risk factors as well, and that includes nutrition. So that's what I'm going to focus on today. But first of all, what even is diabetes? I know it can be confusing. So diabetes is actually a disease in which the body has trouble processing glucose or sugar. So glucose is just a fancy word for sugar. So sugar is found in lots of different foods that we eat, and it's actually your body's primary energy source. So your body wants to burn glucose over everything else. So we want to make sure it's getting enough of that sugar for energy. So the issue with diabetes is there's this hormone called insulin, and when you eat sugar, your body releases that insulin, and it kind of opens the doors of your cells to let the glucose in. So with diabetes, there's an issue with insulin. There's either not enough or it's not working properly, so all of that sugar and that glucose stays out in the bloodstream. So that's what we call a high blood sugar, if you've heard that before. Now, you could have a high blood sugar or you could have a low blood sugar, but that lack of stabilization is classic for diabetes, and that's what can lead to some feelings of just overall not feeling well. It can lead to weight loss because you're not processing the foods you eat, and long term can even lead to heart disease and kidney disease and things like that.
Okay, and that's really where management plays such a huge role, being able to level that.
You're so right. And like I mentioned before, nutrition is one of those that can actually help you. So first of all, we're just focusing on eating a consistent amount of carbohydrate. And carbohydrate is that nutrient that gives us sugar or glucose. So there's lots of different foods that contain carbohydrate. These foods in the front here are ones that typically contain 1 serving of carbohydrate. So that's your fruits, some of your starchy vegetables like potatoes, but also beans and lentils and things like that, your whole grains, your dairy products. So all of those foods are typically going to be about 1 serving, and 1 serving is about 15 grams of carbohydrate. So I brought an example. If you can see this white plate up here, this shows you visually what 1 serving might be of these different food groups. So 1 cup of milk is about a serving, about a ½ cup of your rice or quinoa, only a 1/3 cup of pasta. If you can see the pasta in the front there, that's kind of sad, isn't it? Very small amount, or 1 slice of bread. Now, even though that seems like not a lot, it's actually recommended that you have around 3 to 4 servings at your meals and 1 to 2 at snacks. So you can combine different foods that have carbohydrate, or you could just triple your servings of pasta if you wanted to for that meal. But the important thing is a consistent amount of carbohydrate, not necessarily low carbohydrate.
Okay, and then we're seeing in the middle, you've got your fruits and vegetables, so you might be able to get a little more of some of those goodies, right?
You're so right, Amy. You know how we always talk about half of the plate being vegetables? So these non-starchy vegetables that I have in front of me here, they usually only give you about 5 grams of carbohydrate. So much, much less than our starchy vegetables and the other types of foods that contain carbohydrate. So filling your plate up with these, it's not giving you very much carbohydrate, but it's giving you lots of fiber. And fiber, we like to say, is kind of like extra credit. You know, fiber in your carbohydrates, it might still have the same amount of carbohydrates like in your whole wheat pastas and things like that, but if you eat more fiber, it kind of keeps your blood sugar from spiking super high. Like if you've ever drank like a glass of orange juice, that's going to cause your blood sugar to spike pretty high, but if you ate a whole orange, all that fiber in there is going to keep it from spiking. And then I also have protein over here. A very important piece of eating for diabetes, and really just for general health, is to pair these food groups together. So when you do eat carbohydrate, eat it with protein. That's also going to keep your blood sugar from spiking. And then we have healthy fats at the end over there. So both with the proteins and with the healthy fats, you're going for leaner proteins or unsaturated fats because I mentioned, there's an increased risk of heart disease later on if you have diabetes. So focusing on those healthier versions of fats, like in our oils, avocados, nuts, and seeds, and things like that is going to be beneficial. And then one last point, Amy, I know there's a lot of confusion over sugar-free, especially if you're wanting to prepare some lower in sugar desserts over the holiday season, or you're looking for ones in the store. Just remember that sugar-free doesn't mean carb-free. So a lot of foods that might say it's sugar-free, they might have sugar alcohols or other different things in there that it makes it be low sugar or no sugar, but it still has carbohydrates, so it's still going to affect your blood sugar. So you can look for options like we have like these skinny cow options that are going to be lower in added sugar overall. These are great. The Halo Top, if you've looked for those in our store, that's another option. And then these Kind bars are new, the Kind frozen bars. If you haven't tried those, it gives you some protein in there as well. And if you are going to have desserts, just try to eat them as close to your meal as possible because that's going to keep your blood sugar from spiking as much because you might have protein in that meal.
And that's a lot of good news there, too, is if we can maintain and manage, we can live a pretty normal lifestyle.
You're so right. And a diet for someone with diabetes or a healthy lifestyle for someone with diabetes is actually the same that all of us should be following. So it's not that you have to eat different. It's not that you have to eat certain foods. It's just that you need to make sure you're eating a consistent amount of those carbohydrates and pairing them with these other food groups to keep that blood sugar stable and lower your risk of some of those long-term diseases.
Man, as always, Elizabeth, a wealth of information. Thank you so much for talking with us on this important topic this morning.
Thanks so much for having me, and check out our Wellness Club. If you haven't, go to foodcity.com and sign up. We have lots more information about diabetes, recipes, other topics there as well.
Yeah, a lot of good information on the website. Elizabeth, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, foodcity.com for more information, and don't forget about that Wellness Club. Great asset.